My interest in cars really started when I was around 12 years old, when I had a neighbor who lived next door who had an MGTC. And at that time, around 1948, 49, MGs were really a different type of automobile. Not much had ever been seen like that in the United States. So they were so different, and they were so much fun that I really became enthralled in the whole idea of sporty cars, and then that awareness of that type of cars got me into looking at some of the early magazines like Road and Track and Hot Rod, and it just became a car guy just through the exposure to that early MG. My entrance to Art Center was rather unconventional. I had absolutely really no art background or training in art. I'd only taken one art class in high school, and that was simply because I had a choice of taking typing or art, and I didn't want to sit in a class and learn how to type, which probably would have been a better idea. So I took an art class, and I was sort of interested in what happened there in terms of just understanding color and basic art, and was encouraged by my instructor there to proceed a little bit more, and maybe perhaps that's where I heard about Art Center College of Design, and I decided to go down there and investigate. So when I went in there, I parked in the student parking lot and went through into the back door and wandered around the halls and actually sat in on a couple of classes where the doors were open and just listened to what was going on, and was really enthralled with what the speakers were saying, and looking at the art of the students that they were doing, and realized that this is a spot that I could really get interested in. So I went up to the front office and told them that I wanted to go to school there, and they, of course, enlightened me and told me that this was a school for professionals who already had a lot of art training. And of course I didn't qualify at all. And I said, well, I still want to go to school here. What do I do? And they said, well, you'll have to submit a portfolio of your best work so that we can evaluate it and determine whether you're really eligible to go to school here. And I said, what's a portfolio? And of course they were very kind, and again explained that was an example of some of your best work. And I said, okay. And I went out in the car and sat down with my 3-ring binder with all the little blue stripes that we all had in high school, and sat down there and drew pictures of cars for a couple of hours, and walked back in and laid them on the desk and said, will this do? And they were, again, very, very kind, and realized that I was not going to go away. I literally talked my way into school, and they said, well, we'll allow you to try here for a couple of months, and if you show any progress, we'll allow you to stay, otherwise you'll have to leave. And I said, that's good enough for me, and that's the way I got into Art Center. And I think they just they realized that enthusiasm was pretty important. If you're that determined to do something, if you've got any skill at all, you'll be able to catch up and at least get in on the bottom end of the class. And that's what it was.